welcome to Leeds Hacks News. I'm Rebecca Stein.
And I'm Josh Shaffey. Here are today's headlines. It is full steam ahead for Kirkstall Forge as construction on their new train station is underway.
The price for being clever? Students at top universities face higher costs.
And Leeds raises a glass to City's annual cocktail festival.
But first, an inquest is underway after a shooting happened late on Saturday evening near Leeds city centre. It is believed nobody was injured, but police are appealing for witnesses and any information people might have. Josh Shaffey has more.
Police are appealing for any information after gunshots were fired on North Street near Leeds city centre on Saturday evening. Shots are believed to have been fired at a dark-coloured Audi on Bermontoft Street from a light-coloured Ford Mondeo shortly before 6 p.m. Further shots were fired from the same Ford Mondeo at the Audi on North Street a short time later. One of the drivers, a 28-year-old man, was uninjured. Detective Nicola Breyer described the shooting as a very serious incident. Anybody with information on the incident should contact Homicide and Major Inquiries team via 101. Josh Shaffey, Leeds Hacks News.
Kirkstall is set to get a new train station and a £16 million renovation scheme.
Kirkstall Forge Station is expected to open at the end of June after months of delays. It forms part of a 57-acre development which also contains a new school and homes. Chloe Mincher reports.
The new station is part of a redevelopment project on an industrial site next to the River Aire. Work started in November 2014 and is almost completed.
The new station will run an hourly service between Ilkley and Leeds. The project is being funded by the Government and West Yorkshire Combined Authority. I spoke to Gary Taylor from WYCA to find out more.
The Forge station itself should be open sometime in the middle of June, we hope. We're just going through the safety case now with the Office for Rail and Road. Once that happens, then we'll be able to open, and we'll be announcing that within a few weeks, I hope.
Why is it so important for a train station to open in Kirkstall?
Well, the whole Kirkstall Forge site itself is a massive development. There's going to be houses, there's going to be businesses there, and obviously it's very important that we manage to deliver people to jobs and take them away from the houses there to get to work opportunities elsewhere in West Yorkshire. Having a station that's 6 minutes away from the centre of Leeds with onward connections to Sheffield, or it's close to home like Wakefield and Bradford. That's obviously a very good thing. Helps keep CO2 emissions off the road as well and take traffic, we hope, off the busy A65 through Kirkstall.
The site will not only include a train station, but plans for the Forge also introduce 1,050 new homes, 300,000 square feet of offices, and even a primary school to the area. Chloe Mincher, Leeds Hacks News.
The blueprints for new renovations at the University of Leeds have been presented to senior councillors for the first time.
The project is in its first stages of a £520 million master plan to overhaul the world-renowned campus. Alicia Lanson reports.
Here at Leeds University, plans are underway for a £130 million regeneration project. Buildings will be set up in the car park behind me and will offer research facilities for the whole of the city as well as students. We spoke to the Leeds City Planning Panel about the upcoming renovations. So what are the main things that they're trying to achieve?
I think certainly one of the things they're really trying to achieve is to improve the overall look and feel of campus. Now that's not aesthetics for aesthetics' sake, because it's important to your quality of your working environment. Think about the thousands of people who live, actually quite a lot of people do live on campus, but certainly thousands of people work on campus. And also Leeds University is doing some research in so many competitive fields. They've got to really bring people to the university and provide a working environment that's fit for purpose. What Leeds University is good at, and it's trying to get better at, is turning research into jobs and money, and that's really important for Leeds' economy. So we're very supportive of their schemes.
Indigo Planning, who are in charge of the project, said the University of Leeds is a world-class institution, striking a balance between campus and city life. Investment of this is vital as it underpins the ongoing recovery of the property and development sector across West Yorkshire. The project is set to expand over 5 years and cost over £520 million, but it's said to be a vital regeneration to the Leeds city centre. Alicia Lanson reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
A new proposal has been released today which could see tuition fees rise above £9,000 in high-achieving universities.
If passed, the proposal will also allow companies like Google and Facebook to set up their own universities to tackle a shortfall of skills in certain areas. Our reporter Holly Beattie went to find out more.
Universities of York and Leeds could see possible tuition fee rises in 2017 if new proposals go through as planned.
The government put forward a proposal today called Success is a Knowledge Economy, which could see universities raise their tuition fees above £9,000. Leeds and York University recently ranked in the top 25 in the world, which means they could be entitled to raise their tuition fees based on inflation in 2017.
We asked students what they thought about the possible tuition fee rise.
They're charging us enough already, I think, considering it's gone from 3 to 9.
If I'm paying more than £9 then I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my life.
The amount that is being accumulated, you're not making more from getting a degree. So.
People keep on saying TEF, and students are like, what does TEF mean? TEF stands for Teaching Excellence Framework, and what this government wants to do is find a way to be able to grade and score teaching, and then use that as a way to rank universities again. So they get ranked on things like student satisfaction. My personal thoughts on that is it's very hard to quantify what teaching does and what impact. It's very bespoke. We're the best in the world when it comes to producing universities, and that's because they're all very, very different. So I don't think that diversity necessarily accounts for a university being able to charge more or less, and that sets a really dangerous precedent that money sets whether something's good or not.
Under the new proposal, companies like Google and Facebook could be entitled to open their own universities. In the next few months, the government will release which universities qualify to raise their tuition fees above £9,000. This has been Holly Beattie reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
Mental Health Awareness Week launches today with the focus this year being on relationships.
The Mental Health Association says it is lobbying national governments, public bodies and employers to promote good relationships. The association says mounting pressure on work-life balance and bullying can affect mental health. Leeds Hacks News spoke to Leeds Beckett University students to find out if they were aware of the help available for mental health issues.
I think we can always do more to raise awareness of mental health issues. I think it's good that it's been a focus in the news and on recent kind of documentaries about mental health awareness, but I think within the university it'd be good to promote things via the bulletin, that sort of thing. We've got some events on this week around dementia, but I'm not aware if there's anything else going on around specific mental health problems.
I think there is on my course. I do art, and it's quite there's a lot of awareness about it. There's a lot of people with anxiety and stuff, so
I'd say no, given that's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I didn't know until you just said.
I used to work with Mind and volunteered with them on a project, and that was looking at working with children in a play to raise awareness about mental health. So I think things like that could be done more university-wide, and it'd really be quite useful and practical in the sense that it'd raise awareness both and engage staff and students as well.
In other news, Leeds Loves Cocktails returns to the city.
The week-long tasting sessions and masterclasses commence on the 6th of June and run until the 12th. I went to find out more.
For the 4th year in a row, Leeds Loves Cocktails has returned to the city. Each of the 43 bars that will be featured have teamed up with famous brands such as Bacardi, Bombay Sapphire and Grey Goose. Each bar will create their own individual cocktail list based on their brand. I spoke to Simon Yardley, area manager for Neon Cactus and Four Lane, and asked why is Leeds Loves Cocktails so special?
Other events that go on through the year to pull in consumers that might not necessarily come to your bars. There's something called Cocktails in the City, which happens in Leeds and Manchester, which is more of a consumer event. There are events for bar people and bartenders that can go to shows, but these consumer events are important to get the people into your bars that may not have been in before and don't really know what you do. So Leeds Loves Cocktails is good for that. It gets the word out and gets people drinking drinks they may not have thought of. Ways. There are a sort of committed band of people who look for these events and are interested in them and the community that goes on about them, but it also attracts people that want to be interested in cocktails, want to find out a little bit more about it, rather than just being in a bar and ordering something off menu. I think it gives people a chance to sort of look into it a bit deeper and expand their horizons in terms of drinking.
Rebecca Stein reporting for Leeds Hacks News.
It looks as though summer has been making a breakthrough in recent days, don't you think?
I think so too. Let's see how the weather is going to pan out over the next few days with Jess.
The forecast for Leeds is expected to be pleasantly warm throughout the day, with the possibility of minor showers. However, it should remain fairly dry for the most part. Expect light gales in the area. It will be mostly dry overnight with a mixture of cloud and clear spells. You will see temperatures drop to around 9 degrees Celsius during the clear sky periods. The rest of the week looks fairly wet, with temperatures peaking at around 16 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather. Back to the studio.
Update on the weather, Jess.
That's it from us here at Leeds Hacks. See you next time.
Goodbye.